Following breaking news this afternoon out of Vancouver, the area of 162nd and 4th Plain right now is shut down as police search for a burglary suspect. That is where we find Fox 12's Adrian Thomas there on the scene. So, Adrian, what can you tell us?
Hey, Shauna. Well, as soon as we got here, we saw deputies from the Clark County Sheriff's Office as well as officers from the Vancouver Police Department set up in this area, currently in front of this Mexican restaurant here behind us. You can see some of the officers there in full gear. We don't know right now how many people they may be searching for, but what we do know right now, this is an update we got from Vancouver Police. This call came in at about 9 a.m. this morning. It was a robbery and burglary suspect was seen driving a stolen car in this area. Officers had tried to stop this person, and the according to Vancouver Police, the person fled on foot and went into one of the businesses here in this shopping center where the Safeway is at Northeast 162nd and Northeast 4th Plains. Businesses that are cordoned off in this area have been evacuated as officers are continuing to look for this person. So what we do know right now is that there is at least one person they are looking for. It's still very much an active scene, and all we have right now is this one update from Vancouver Police, but we're going to be working throughout the afternoon to try and get more information about what happened and if anybody were in these businesses at the time when this suspect is believed to have gone into one of those businesses over there. So we'll continue to keep you updated on air and online throughout the afternoon. Shauna?
All right, Adrian, we know you just got to the scene. You're still gathering information. Thank you. Just keep us posted.